residential school. And
There was a long pause while Oakes composed himself.
sorry. He said he needed me to do something. And he told me what my daughters were wearing that morning to school, and it had to be there when my girls got out of the car after schools, 2 schools. And he said that there was no other choice for me but to do what he wanted, or something bad was going to happen to my kids. And he said that he was had a very tight relationship with the cops, and if as soon as I called, he would know. And he said I was going to do what he wanted.
Which was what?
He told me I had to get wedding photos, believe it or not.
Huh?
Wedding albums, photos. And I had to get them to him or else.
What'd you say?
You know, my head was spinning. I was so much in shock, I didn't say much. I listened to him. I think I nodded several times. I don't remember saying anything.
But Michael Oakes, the security, weapons, and hand-to-hand combat expert, the trainer of police SWAT teams, did feel something, he said.
For 6 months of 2009, I lived in a perpetual state of fear.
Too afraid, even, to call the police.
I didn't have video proof. I didn't have audio proof. I didn't even have a witness.
And so, according to Michael, he tried to appease Mark Stover and looked for the wedding photos.
I just found the romantic relationship that I had been seeking my whole life, just putting it together. And in the middle of this, I'm supposed to say, hey, I'd really love to look at your wedding pictures with your ex who's stalking you and driving you crazy. Where would you happen to have those? I'd really like to look at those. So,
Wait a minute. You didn't tell her that he confronted you and asked for these wedding pictures?
oh no. Oh no.
Instead, he says, he armed his own daughter, trained her. If anyone comes into the house, keep firing until they stop.
My very first responsibility, over and above anything or anyone, is the safety of my children.
And then he claimed he agreed to Mark Stover's demand to meet, supposedly to talk about wedding pictures at Mark's house October 28th. Went there armed with deadly force and wearing a bulletproof vest, and did it, he claimed, only to protect his children from an out-of-control madman.
Really? Any rational person would know you don't protect your children by taking a gun to somebody's house to meet with them when you think that maybe there'll be gunplay. You don't do that if you're a dad.
No,
Dads don't do that.
No, Keith, you know what would happen if it was you? And you were in a situation based upon that comment? You would be standing right now on the edge of 2 graves, and you'd be looking at it, and all your friends would tell you, it's okay, Keith, there's nothing you could have done. Well, that. Because there was something I could do, and I had to play patty cake with this guy for 6 months to keep my kids alive.
And then you went and shot him.
I went and I got shot. And I won. So because I won the gunfight, I know that I will not be standing on the side of my children's graves. And people aren't going to be patting me on the back and saying, there's nothing you could have done. I did.
Oakes claimed Mark Stover shot first. Thus, the claim he now made. It was self-defense. Even though no evidence ever surfaced to suggest Stover was in possession of any firearm at all, or that Stover had ever arranged any meeting with Oakes. story that he was a hired gun for the Opdycks. Just not true, said Michael Oakes.
A great many people believe that one or both of the Opdycks are involved. Were they involved?
Not at all.
But of course it was all Michael's story about a crazed dog whisperer, threats to his children, all that fear.
I mean, who else says that besides you? And what evidence is there that he ever said such a thing?
It said such a thing as,
That he was, threatening your kids.
well, Keith, it's been the problem. I survived that day in October. I was still alive. My life continued on. And we have yet to see if the state is going to finish the job for him or not. And I understand I'm in a bit of a fix.
You solemnly swear to affirm testimony about to give in this matter be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So now he tell his story to the jury. Would they believe it? Coming up, the story comes complete with dramatic reenactments. What do you do?
That was amazingly fast, this joke.
When Dateline Unforgettable continues.
With Domino's Mix and Match deal, you can order any pizza you can dream up. Any 2 toppings on each half, any sauce, and any of 3 crusts. So dream big when you order 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Only at Domino's.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now, I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking Rinvoq felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Ooh, number 7 Future Renew Day Cream. Reverses damage. What, like receiving my makeup?
Removes 5 visible signs of skin damage with number 7 Future Renew.
Flawless.
Don't regret, just reverse. Tired of guessing what will work for your hair and skin? Prose is personalized to your one-of-a-kind needs. For your best hair and skin in just 4 weeks. Get your custom formulas today at prose.com. Is bloating holding you back? Seeds DS-01 is a probiotic and prebiotic formulated to reduce bloating after 2 weeks. Which means you can eat how you want, move how you want, and live how you want, without bloating weighing you down. Free yourself from the bloat. Visit seed.com to start DS-01 today.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Go to DealDash.com and see how much you can save.
Looks like someone's going after these girls.
Then they have to know to watch their backs.
Why are you looking at this?
It's Casey.
You gotta let it go.
I'll let it go when I find her.
about what he claimed was Stover's weird determination to get those wedding photos. Oak's version of the deadly event? After a series of meetings with Stover about those photos, he demanded Oakes come to his house October 28th.